Collinwood at the turn of the century holds new evil, for Count Potoffi has placed his mind in Quentin's body, and Quentin, trapped in Potoffi's doomed body, conceives a plan which, if it works, will change the course of history.
Everything is ready. He should be here any minute.
Are you sure the ceremony will work?
There is always a chance of failure. You know that as well as I do. Now, you know what you must do.
Yes.
Remember, do not move until he is seated in that chair.
I understand.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Surprise?
Yes, you're right on time. You're usually the last one here.
Oh, well, wonders never cease, huh?
What's the matter?
I take it I'm not the first one here. Who else is here?
Just my valet?
Oh. How many others are to be here tonight?
Just a half dozen. But I have a surprise for you.
What's that?
They have requested that you conduct the ceremony tonight.
Isn't that interesting?
You should be honored, Quentin.
Oh, I am.
Well, good. Now, suppose you sit in the chair. I think you look very impressive.
I hope I'm not a disappointment.
Nonsense. Why should you be?
Well, I'm not as well versed in the black arts as you are, Evan.
Oh, don't be silly. You've seen me conduct the ceremony countless times.
Yes, but it's been quite a while.
Keep his hands down.
Now, there's no telling how long the effects of the chloroform will last. We must begin the ceremony immediately. Lucifer, great God of man and beast, look upon us with favor. Help us correct this evil which has been done in defiance of you. Renew our bondage as your servants. Grant us the power we need this night, and we will be yours for eternity. For Baal, who guides your mind. For Beelzebub, who rules your spirit. The robber of a soul must not be spared. The robbed must be avenged. I exorcise thee, O impure spirit, who is the mind of the enemy. By the holy rite of Hecate, I conjure thee that thou do immediately hear and obey my command. Leave this man's body, that he may return.
Evan, it
Silence!
isn't working.
Oh, yes. spirits of invisibility, I conjure and constrain thee herewith to consecrate this ceremony, so that surely and without trickery thou may return each to the body of thine origin. So be it. O Lucifer, so be it. So be it.
Evan, I can't see. My eyes, everything's so bright. So bright.
I charge thee. I conjure thee. I command thee. Answer my demand. Depart from these alien bodies and return to those from whence you came. Depart. So be it. So be it. So be it. Oh, Lucifer, we give thee thanks that... Quentin? Quentin! Quentin! It happened! I did it!
Yes, you did it, Evan. There's no doubt about it. You've just made the greatest mistake of your life.
You are still Petov.
That's the chance you took, isn't it? We are only allowed so many mistakes in one life. I am afraid you have just made your last mistake.
Count Petov.
Quentin, please.
I only did it because he insisted. There were other ceremonies I could have chosen, ones that were sure to work.
I think you overestimate your powers, my boy.
I did nothing to harm you.
Chloroform does not have a pleasant taste.
I will never say anything. Never.
Quite true.
No, don't kill me.
Kill you?
Oh, I know you can. I know what powers you have. That hand. No. No!
You look at me. You have no choice but to look at me.
Please, don't raise the hand. No. Please. No!
Now take off your robe.
Yes.
You know what you must do?
Yes.
You know where you're to go?
Yes.
You must let no one stop you.
No one will stop me.
I will meet you there. I will know when you are ready for me.
Yes.
Now go.
Evan!
Evan is gone. So we meet again, huh?
Where is Evan?
You shall never see Evan Hanley again.
Killed him.
Oh, no, I'm far cleverer than that.
I'm to blame for whatever you've done to him. Tell me where he is. Tell me.
All right, I will. Perhaps it will discourage you from listing friends to your cause. Now, you search the graveyards, you go to the cemeteries, and there you will find your friend. Alive.
Well, it's quite like old times, isn't it? The three of us together. But for certain things, it could be a year ago.
It could not.
Yes, I suppose you're right. A year ago, Quentin was not a bachelor. He is now, despite his flurry over Angelique.
I think it was right to postpone the wedding. Quentin shouldn't rush into a marriage.
As you did.
It's your play, Edward.
Gregory should be coming home from the sanitarium by now. This is usually the time he gets here. Do you know, it's curious that he didn't come after the doctors told him that you had been released. But then, of course, he may have had other business.
Are you enjoying yourself, Edward?
Well, you told me that he didn't visit you while you were there.
That was a mistake.
Every week he would leave to see you. He even went when people were staying here, whom I'm sure he would have rather stayed with.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, it's not a secret, is it, Quentin? It's common gossip. The servants would love talking about it. He brought a woman to this house. Did you know that?
If he did, I'm sure he had a very good reason.
Oh, indeed he did. He was going to save her soul. She was very beautiful, wasn't she, Quentin?
Yes, very beautiful.
Well, if you ask me, I think she left because of his attentions.
Do you know that to be true?
No, but I did see the way he looked at her.
Well, I'm afraid I've won the game, Edward. I will wait for Gregory upstairs.
Fine help you were.
Well, I thought you said all there was that needed to be said.
I'm sure you could have told her the truth about Amanda.
If I knew.
Oh, you knew, Quentin, you knew. I don't understand you. You hate Gregory Trask as much as I do. You're quite aware that our existences are threatened as long as he's married to Judith. Why do you refuse to fight? Why?
I'll let you handle Trask. You feel more strongly about him than I do.
Where are you going?
Get my coat. I have a very interesting appointment.
At this time of night? Well, you certainly haven't changed, have you?
Why, Edward, you don't know how pleased I am to hear you say that.
Oh, Gregory, you're back. Good.
Good evening, Edward.
Join me in a brandy, won't you?
No, I'm very tired. And as you know, I do not approve of imbibing in spirits. I have had a most distressing journey.
Oh, nothing has happened to Judith, I hope.
I hesitate to tell even you, Edward, but your sister did not even recognize me. Her own husband.
Heavens.
You can imagine my feelings.
Well, I can indeed.
I pleaded with her. Judith, it's Gregory. Judith, please.
But to no avail.
None.
Judith knew me when I went to visit her. You know, with all the treatment she's been getting, how can she be worse off than she was?
The doctors do not understand it. It is the will of an angry God.
But why should God be angry at Judith?
The mysteries of the all-knowing mind are not ours to question, Edward.
Perhaps I should go to her.
No, there is no need for that. In fact, the doctors have discouraged any more visitors. Although I did insist upon my right to go next week.
Well, they allowed you that, surely.
I believe I have convinced them that it would be beneficial to the poor tortured creature. As you can imagine, Edward, this experience has left me weak with fatigue. Would you excuse me, please?
Oh, I do understand, of course.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you.
Good evening, Gregory. surprised to see me?
He should be, dear sister. He's just been telling me of his visit to the sanitarium
That's enough.
and how you failed to recognize him.
I was speaking of the last time I was there.
You were not, and you know it.
Edward, I wish to speak to Gregory alone.
And hear more of his lies?
I'll decide what is a lie and what is not.
My dear wife, you don't know how happy I am to see you so well again.
No, I do not, Gregory. Where have you been?
In Boston on business, your business.
But you told Edward you were visiting me.
I said I was going to stop at the sanitarium on my way back from Boston.
And did you?
Unfortunately, my carriage broke down and I was forced to take the train, so I could not.
Gregory, you never came to see me once during my stay there.
Judith, I came to the sanitarium.
Do not lie to me.
Have I ever, Judith? Dr. Mellon and Dr. Sinclair both advised me that it would be not to your advantage if I saw you. They were afraid it might interfere with the treatment.
Edward visited me. They let him see me.
He forced it, against their will. They warned Edward that it might be dangerous to the treatment, but he did not care. Judith, your brothers have always tried to take advantage of you. You know that. They have always tried to cause trouble between us.
I am aware of that. But why did you lie to Edward tonight?
I am guilty of one thing, Judith. Of treating your brothers as they treat me. I have learned deviousness from them, Judith. Did you want me to tell Edward that I was in Boston with your broker, discussing your finances? Did you want him to know about that?
No.
Oh, Judith, to think that my innocent actions have caused you pain. Come to me. Let me hold you in my arms.
No. This time you come to me.
My beloved.
I hope you didn't change any of my stocks, Gregory. Because I've gotten back my power of attorney.
Oh?
We're going to be so happy. Our life is going to be as it should have been from the very beginning. I have so many plans, so many surprises. I have brought your daughter back to this house.
She is not my daughter.
Oh, yes, she is. And we're going to help her. You're so fond of helping people. Now, I must go to her. Forgive me, my darling. I'll be in my room afterwards.
So you won again.
She is my wife, Edward. Don't you forget that.
Haven't you forgotten already? I'm going to find out what you've been up to, Trask. And Judith is going to be the first person to know about it.
Evan, I'm sorry. I should never have asked you to help me. You must come away from here, Evan.
No.
I am your friend. He is not now. Please, come with me.
You do not understand.
You can't stand here by this grave.
You are afraid.
For you?
Do not be afraid for me, but for yourself.
Evan, let's get out of here.
You will go nowhere.
Stop!
I want you to stay.
Let me go, you're killing me.
Evan, let him go. Let him go, Evan. Your curiosity is always getting you in trouble, Count Petofi, even with old friends. Now you may go.
Go. What are you going to do to him?
That is none of your concern.
You should not be allowed to go.
Silence, Evan. Don't be surprised, Your Excellency. we shall meet again. Now go. Very well done, Evan.
Who is it for?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do. It's for you. I am going to bury you alive.